Good morning. Welcome to Anabasis Journey. Today is April 19th, 2026. It is Sunday. Welcome to the beginning of your week. To start off with, we're going to talk about this angel therapy oracle card that I chose for us. I asked for angelic guidance for this upcoming week. And here, as you can see, this card says, Clear yourself. And it says, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. And here you see a beautiful indigo colored angel. It looks like the moon is behind her. You can see her wings, and it looks like there's some rays coming off of the moon right here. And the dominant colors are indigo, which is a deep blue purple color, and white from the moon, and red. So these are very powerful colors. And the corresponding crystals that you can use to help clear your energy is clear quartz. I love this crystal. It really helps to clear any energies that are around you and enhances the peacefulness in your environment. So I'd highly recommend working with a clear quartz if you're a crystals kind of person to help to clear your energy. Also, we have lapis lazuli, which is the color on this card. It's a deep indigo. I would recommend that you wear this type of stone in order to ground your energy, especially for your crown chakra. So, again, this is lapis lazuli. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it is the color of the ocean. And I believe it might be labradorite or even malachite. But it's beautiful. It's like this dark teal color. And I really like the water element. It tends to calm me and it also purifies. So, to clear your energy and any energies that you have absorbed, I would recommend taking a spiritual bath. And that basically means you are blessing the waters before you get into the bath. You can even do it with a shower if you like, and just imagine all the negative energy or whatever you feel like you have absorbed washing down the drain, washing out of you, and being cleared away. So before we start this week, we're being advised by the angels to clear ourselves and to get ready for this coming week. I can relate to this because I am a super empath, and typically during the week, especially on my job, I'm around a lot of people. And if I'm not praying every day and intentionally protecting my energy, I do tend to absorb um, any negative energy that's around me. And by that, I just mean I'll feel, I will feel things that I know are not really my energy. And that's how I know, okay, I need to up my protection and just to, excuse me, guard my energetic field a little bit more. So, um, in order to energize your crystals, because the moon is in this card behind her, you can place your crystals underneath a full moon. You can also run them under water. Just make sure that they're not the type of crystal that doesn't do well with water, like selenite. So be careful with that. You can also place them um, in a salt bath if you want to, or just place them on top of salt, just momentarily, just for a few seconds, because salt will absorb negative energy. And so let's move on. You can also use salt in a spiritual bath, by the way. I meant to add that. You can add, especially like Epsom salt, specific herbs that will help to clear your energy. Rosemary is a great herb to help do that. Also, lavender. Lavender is a very relaxing herb that you can put in your spiritual bath. So, do whatever you can at the beginning of this week to clear your energy and to be ready for this coming week. So let's go ahead and clarify with the field tarot. I haven't shuffled yet, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and the shuffling may be a little loud, But if it is, just turn your volume down, and we're going to take a look at the energies that are going to be prevalent this coming week. I hope you had a great week last week. For myself personally, it was very difficult in the sense that I have a lot of moving parts going on, projects that I am trying to bring to completion, and also my workload has increased on my in my day job, and I'm learning how to manage that more effectively because if I don't manage it and time block, the possibility exists that I'm going to burn out pretty fast. So I am learning myself to clear myself, ground myself, and manage my energy in a much more efficient way. So we're going to take a look at the most prevalent energies for this coming week. We're using the Field Tarot. I really like it because the artistry is beautiful, but also it's very clear. It's very easy to interpret and to read. Okay, let's take a look at the energies that are going to be prevalent for this upcoming week, starting today, Sunday, April 19th, 2026. Our very first card, and this is great. This is the 10 of disc, and here it says establishment. So, the energies of this upcoming week, you're going to be bringing things to a completion, which enhances your material life. Meaning, if you have projects going on, if you have um, even relationships that um, are up leveling to a new, um, if you have relationships, I don't know why I keep saying relationships, but this has to do with everything in your life, material and otherwise, that are foundational. And on this card, it says establishment. So if you're in a relationship and you decide to take it to the next level, this is like a commitment. That's the word I was trying to get out is a commitment. And also projects are going to be brought to culmination and you're going to have your foundations um, metaphorically poured and set and ready for you to build upon. So this is a very good, solid card for this upcoming week. Pardon me as I stumbled through that. I'm an intuitive reader, so sometimes um, impressions, words, images come through faster than I can articulate them. The next card we have, which has been coming out in almost every read, is Judgment. And here you see this beautiful swan with his reflection in the water beneath him. And to me, this card has been about making personal decisions about certain things in your life as to how you're going to strategize, move forward, make decisions. So you're going to be making some very important decisions, especially about how you behave. And I don't mean behave in the way like, oh, you must behave to please everybody. I just mean how you are going to conduct yourself as you move through these very important foundational establishments and changes that are happening this week. So you are going to hold the line. This is very much a beautiful, gentle, peaceful, hold the line card. As you can see, the colors in this card are very beautiful and peaceful. It's a lot of white and gray and blue and teal, and all you see is a little bit of black on the swan's face. And he has this beautiful reflection showing him exactly who he is. This also has to do with your soulmate. So if you are in a relationship with your soulmate, that foundation is being established this week, which is very good. Interesting. The next card we have is the devil, and here you see a skull with the horns coming out, and this is the number 15 it says on there. So chances are pretty high, which is why now I understand why we have this clear yourself card here, our angelic guidance, is we're going to be dealing with either a person or a situation that could potentially bring out the worst in us or throw a stumbling block in our way or mess with our plans or try to pull us back into old energy. So, this card is saying you are going to hold the line as you go through this week. It's very important for you to do that because things are for you are being established, which are very important, your foundation, your life, your relationships, your material world. Somebody may try to mess with that, or you may feel compelled to be pulled back into toxic behavior. Don't go there. Don't let this um, don't let this effort by somebody else or energies around you pull you back into a negative place. So the devil is the card of resistance. You're going to have to resist. Resist whatever negative energy. Hold the line gently and you will get through it. The next card we have is Princess of Disc. And here you see, this is interesting. Check this out. Okay. Both ladies, blue hair. This one has teal hair with the moon behind them. So it's very likely that in private, right? Because when you have the moon in these cards, and I read symbology, you're not saying outright to everybody around you, hey, this is what I want to have happen. You're doing this privately behind closed doors. You are putting a lot of energy, um, a lot of your heart and soul into bringing what you really want into fruition. And doing that privately is the best possible course you could take right now because if you do it publicly, somebody might try to come in and, give you the horns in that situation. But keep your manifestations to yourself, but keep manifesting, keep doing what you need to do to bring things into fruition for yourself. Just keep it private for now. And our last card for this week, okay, it came out in reversed. It came out in reversed. And this is the Two of Wands planning. Uh, you may have to change your approach with things this week. Your plans may not go as planned. You may have to adjust your strategy or adopt an attitude of like really going with the flow. This may have something to do with this, somebody trying to throw a wrench in your plans. Um, But that's okay. Sometimes a better strategy, instead of having like this exact plan that you really want to stick to, um, or having this exact strategy that you think is the best, sometimes it's better to release that and instead remain flexible. And when things start to happen, you're going to adapt and you're going to be flexible. Flexible people tend to win. You can have the best plans in the world, and you can be the best strategist in the world, and you can have the best tactics. But sometimes life lives and things don't go as planned. And people that are flexible in their attitude and they understand that sometimes you have to change your approach, they're the ones that come out on top. So that's what this is saying. Don't let it scare you. It's truly not a huge deal. Just be very flexible this week. I would like to pull one more just to see um, the overall feeling so far is you are establishing something this week, a foundation, and this is very important for you. Keep that information to yourself. Keep working on your manifestations, whatever you want to come to fruition. Keep working on that. Do it in silence. Softly hold the line internally. Somebody may be trying to put a wrench in your plans. Adopt the attitude of flexibility and adaptability. So let's see what the possible final outcome will be for this week. Okay, we have the King of Wands reversed. And here you see this man that is typically upright. He would be the type of person that is a strong leader. And since it's reversed, this may either be, um, I don't think it's yourself. I'm not getting that impression. I'm getting that this is somebody else who is not going to be a leader this week. Uh, they're going to, um, I just heard the word abdicate. They're going to abdicate their leadership, and you're going to have to step into that role. You're going to have to be the leader. You should be the leader anyway in your own life. But if you are, let's just say, working with someone, working for someone, if there's a significant person in your life, typically a male, um, who has been or has some sort of leadership authority in your life, they're not going to be doing that this week. They might be absent or they're not going to be providing that leadership that you have been relying upon. They're just not going to be showing it. I'm not quite sure why. They may not agree with your plans. That's the impression that I'm getting. But don't worry about that. Um, our job this week is so today, ideally, we're going to clear our energy. We're getting ready to be established. After we clear our energy, our job is to hold the line, keep our plans to ourselves. And over here, now I'm seeing a very clear picture. So there is somebody that is possibly going to be trying to mess with our plans this week. So really, this coming week, I want you to stay to yourself, meaning don't tell your plans to everybody, keep it to yourself. Keep working away on what you are bringing into fruition for yourself. Hold the line. Don't let anybody try to throw some chaotic energy at you. And if they do, you are going to ignore that chaotic energy. If you don't have to respond, don't respond. If you must respond, you're going to do it in a way that protects yourself and you're going to establish a boundary. You're really going to have to establish boundaries this week. That's a big theme of this reading so far. So stick to your boundaries, stick to yourself, stay quiet, hold the line, keep working diligently because you have successfully reached a point where you are established. Your foundation is established. Something in your life is established. Somebody may not like that very much and may be trying to throw a wrench in your plans, but you are going to peacefully hold the line and you're going to prevail ultimately. Let me take a look at this next card. Yes. Okay, here we are. And I say here we are because here you see this King of Swords. You're going to be in your authority. No matter what happens, Anybody that tries to mess with your plans, anybody that tries to throw chaotic energy at you, you're basically going to be like, talk to the hand. You're not going to mess with me. Things are already in motion, and you are going to stand in your authority. So, this is a very, very strong card. This is ultimately what the type of energy that you should be standing in is quiet yet powerful, strong authority. Let whatever person or energy, let them hit a wall. Let them hit a wall and let them bounce off that wall. And you can look them straight in the eye. You don't have to respond, but you can look them straight in the eye and say to yourself, I see you, but I'm standing in my authority, and your power, whatever you're trying to do, has no power here. I am the ultimate authority. So, this was a very, very good reading, ultimately. A little chaotic as we move through it because it's kind of telling us this is what's coming this week. And on this side, it feels very soft. But at the very end, we're going to ultimately stand in our authority and move forward. And no one's going to be able to mess with us. Nobody messes with the King of Swords. There he is. He has the sword, right? And this is man or woman. I relate a lot to this because this is my energy. In fact, I have brown hair. I kind of look like this person. He's holding the sword in his hands. He's sitting in a very masculine way. He's looking straight at you in your eyes, but he's got his hand on the sword. He could easily just pick it up and chop your head off, right? But he's not going to. But he has it in his hands to show you that I can do that if I need to. So that's the sort of energy that you need to embody this week. Don't let anybody mess with you. They know that you have sharp teeth. They know that you are sharp in your words. They know that you're incredibly intelligent. You don't have to say that out loud. You just have to embody that energy. And that's how you're going to get through this week. And that's why this is saying clear yourself first, right? So please leave your comment below. Let me know what you think. This turned into quite an intense energy, and I think we're going to do really well this week. Um, and I hope that it goes well for you. Thank you for joining me here at Anabasis Journey. Please leave your comments below, like I said, and like my channel and subscribe if you feel drawn to do so. Join me again here soon, and we will be doing things a little bit more differently. Like today, I included the angel therapy. A lot of times, I'll use the biblical tarot or different types of cards. So I'm glad you're here with me. Let's have a great week, and I'll see you again here soon.